what? Yeah. And I'll tell you something else about us Baptists. I'm just assuming y'all are Baptists. Well, let's just find out, okay? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to just simply applaud if you are Catholic. If you're Catholic, applaud. Just applaud. See? Not many, but we're glad to have you with us. And tell the Pope I said, hey. I need to talk to the Pope. I want to talk to Pope Francis about his wardrobe. We all see Pope Francis on television all the time. And Pope Francis always dresses the same way. Pope Francis always wears a full flowing, solid white robe. It's a solid white, it's a white robe. The Pope is just one hood away. I just had it. For being part of the clan, but I just also so I would suggest to the Pope he should add some rhinestones. Look more like Porter Wagner. This is going to remind you of somebody you know.
If they're no longer with you, it'll bring back good memories to you. Maybe your favorite aunt, your grandmother. You're the ones that you saw. Well, if you didn't see them on Sunday, you'd see them on special occasions. You know, Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, somebody's birthday. The big, 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 wide, fat, overweight relative. The one we love so much. Get up from the supper table. First of all, though, everybody else is already up from the table. They're in the living room. She's still in the kitchen. And she would just yell to the next room. I'll be there in a minute. I'm just going to get a biscuit and sop this up. That could be what's wrong with the country. A whole generation of Americans who've never heard the expression, sop it up. And then she come into the living room and flop down in the nearest chair, the first chair she came to. And to a little kid, it always looked like it was in slow motion. Because we always thought for sure the chair was going to break. She'd come in and she'd be like, oh, Lord. I ate more than I planned to. I think starting tomorrow, I'm going to go on some kind of a diet. Well, no, I can't tomorrow. Hell, we're going to Cracker Barrel tomorrow. I don't know why meatloaf lays on my chest. Seems like it's right there, it won't go no further. Oh, I wish now I brought my gas pills. I didn't know you put onions in your meatloaf. Lord knows I can't eat cooked onions. Oh. I could have a hiatal hernia. If I knew my insurance would pay for it, I'd get me an MRI. Because sometimes the x-ray don't show everything on fat people. If y'all wait a few minutes, I'd help with those dishes. I just feel so lightheaded. I bet you my blood pressure's up. I had no business eating all that salt. Oh. But I'd just soon not have meatloaf. I can't put salt on it. Oh. I tried some of that no salt, but it just didn't taste like salt. That's probably why they call it no salt. Whew. Is it hot in here or is it just me? I swear I'm soaking wet. I hope it ain't my bladder. Oh, I'm stuck to the chair. If you go into the kitchen, cut me a piece of that cake. Just a little piece. I'll cut way back on my sugar. I need to get up and walk around. I would if my feet weren't swollen. I don't know what causes that. I might be allergic to something. I hope it ain't bread. I don't believe I can eat without bread. Oh, I hope I feel better before supper. I'm good in mind to change doctors. The one I'm going to now ain't doing me no good. Of course, his scales just go to 300. So really, he don't know whether I lost weight or not. Don't throw that cornbread out. I'll take that home with me. Because Lord knows I don't feel like cooking. You know, gravy runs right through me. Good night, God bless you. You know how somber and sad the atmosphere can be when someone's passed away. Everybody kind of talks in whisper tones. And old people with a hearing aid, they talk too damn loud. And there's Grandpa, bless his heart, back there at the table trying to fix a sandwich. And next thing you hear is somebody going, "Who's the mustard?" It was embarrassing. Oh, by the way, y'all, a while ago when I said we didn't have any Jews in our family, we wouldn't mind having some. It just ain't worked out. Matter of fact, we'd like to have some because they've got trust funds. I'll tell you something a little strange about the Jewish people, and I hope this don't sound anti-Semitic, but generally speaking, Jewish people keep all their appliances inside the house. Ain't that odd?
Exactly.
It's about
and then,
time.
like anybody else, we have so many years before we want to quit. I had some lonely days in Oklahoma. Lonely days. It was 400 a week. Had to do 2 weeks in a row. You know? And shared a condo. They had a 2-room condo. The headliner got his own room. You know? And what I would say 2-bedroom. And feature act, and then the MC had a sofa sweeper, the couch. That's where I was. And see, remember, I was 37 years old on the couch, and this headliner was 23. I mean, that was hard to do. You know?
Where's that 23-year-old guy now? Right?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. But hell, I'd do it all over again. I'd do it all over again.
Well, you look at it this way, James. You got to see the world. Well, at least the southern part of it.
But you know what, though?
Of the United States.
It was good to see the world, but I really didn't. That was not a big motivator for me.
Right.
It wasn't a big motivator.
Right.
People ask me all the time, they say, you ever worked done Pittsburgh? And I say, no, I hadn't worked in Pittsburgh. Man, you ought to. Yeah, in Pittsburgh? And then they're trying to tell me about some tourist thing they'd seen. You know, but now once I got there and had time,
Right.
you know, because see, the feature act was not required to do media. You're the MC, you don't have to get up early to go to media. So you have no money, you can't spend a lot. So I spent a lot of time walking around in the arches in St. Louis.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And then went to Seattle. I enjoyed going to Seattle for the first time. You know.
And you got to let everybody know that you drove to these gigs. James not a big flyer.
Yeah, I do hate that.
Yeah. There's a lot of miles on those cars.
I spent a lot of nights on in the rest areas because you can't get there in one day. You know, you can't just get here in the morning and have a show in Tulsa at 8. So I'd leave the evening before, you know, and find me a nice rest area where all the truckers were around.
And I think before I get started here, I'll just give you a update on some kin folks. Some of you know about this already. We all love our kin folks, but we have one or two we don't want to see too often. I got a cousin that way. I see him every 2 or 3 months. We have lunch, catch up on times, you know. He's always bragging about something. In the past year or so, he's been bragging about getting a brand new 6-quart crock pot. He don't have it yet. He put it on layaway. He goes on and on and on about that damn crock pot. He'll ask me, he says, he'll tell me about a crock pot like I don't know about it. He says, here's what you can do with a crock pot. You can put a dead chicken. He could have just said chicken. You can put a dead chicken in a crock pot early in the morning, turn it on low, and when you get home from work in the evening, it'll be ready to eat. Ain't that something? I said, yeah, but you don't work. I said, hell, you're there all damn day. He goes, well, I'm just saying, yeah. For as long as I can remember, he's never had a full-time regular job, you know. He don't know how to fill out a job application. Where it says nearest relative, he'll put 12 miles. In case of emergency call, he'll write in like 911. See, he gets that attitude. His His whole family is crazy. Have you folks ever been around people who will talk back to the television? Ah, damn. His dad, my uncle, God rest his soul, would do that. Remember back in the 80s, there's a popular TV show called Knight Rider, the talking car. That was my uncle's favorite show. The minute that show started, he'd go, "I'll bet you a dime to a donut that somebody else is doing that voice." I'm like, "Oh, you reckon?" Or Miss Piggy would come on the TV screen. He'd go, "I bet you that's not a real pig." A real pig wouldn't wear a dress like that. And I will tell you this, and I'll move on. This may not be funny, but I'm going to tell you anyway. My cousin, he loves jalapeno peppers. And so do I love hot peppers. But he calls it jalapeno pepper. He'll say to a waitress, "Do y'all have jalapeno?" "You mean jalapeno?" "No, damn it, jalapeno." That's right. He will point to that jar of pepper. He says, "See right there? That's a J. That's jalapeno." And I made the mistake of trying to explain that to him. I said, "I know it's a J, but it's pronounced with an H. It's like the word Jose. The word Jose is Jose, but it's pronounced with an H." He goes, "That don't make no damn sense. If that made sense, then Jello would be hello." It's just like it just gives you a damn headache. But he gets all that from his father. This was years ago. We've all been told, this is common knowledge, that 75% of all fatal car accidents usually occur within a 20-mile radius of where we live. When he heard that, he moved. He said, "That ain't gonna happen to me." I got crazy kinfolks. Y'all have crazy kinfolks? I mean, we love them, but, I got one now. Had lunch with him 3 days ago. He's bragging, always bragging about something. He's bragging about a brand new 6-quart crock pot. And he don't have it yet because he's got it on layaway. And he tells me, he acts like it's the greatest thing in the world. He asked me, he said, "Do you have a crock pot?" I said, "No, I don't have a crock pot." "You ought to get one." I said, "I don't need one." He said, "Here's what you can do with a crock pot. You can put a raw chicken in a crock pot early in the morning, turn it on low, and when you come home from work that evening, it'll be ready to eat. Ain't that something?" And I said, "That's good, but you don't work. Like, you're home all day, The reason he's home all the time is because he's never had a full-time job, because I don't think he knows how to fill out a job application. Where it says nearest relative, he'll put 12 miles. In case of emergency call, he write in like 911. Just crazy people. But it's good to be here. By the way, I got here about an hour ago, and I saw some of y'all outside. They had food here today, but outside the studio. It was wonderful, wonderful food. As you can tell, I love food. I've tried every diet that don't work. A diet that I hated the most. A few years ago, they had this diet called the Stillman water diet. The Stillman water diet. You had to drink 18 glasses of water every 24 hours. I lost 2 pounds in one day. My bladder fell out.
But I love good food. Have you noticed that young people today don't know how to eat real good? Young folks, they get politically correct on what they eat. I work and travel with other comedians. Some of these guys, bless their heart, these are weird guys. I mean, they're 25, 30 years old. We always stay at the same hotel. They'll call my hotel room and they'll go, we going out running. You want to go? And I'm like, do what? We gonna run. You going? I'm like, no. But if you happen to cross a Krispy Kreme, you can bring me something back, you know. And I hate to go out to eat with them, especially, I love to go to the truck stops. And this is a true story that happened in Nashville just about, a year ago. They had me working with a 25-year-old comedian. We went to a truck stop, not a 4-star Mediterranean restaurant. This is a truck stop. We sat down, 2 comedians surrounded by truckers. Waitress comes over, big woman, not a lot of teeth. All this young guy wanted was a salad. Nothing wrong with that. But he asked this truck stop waitress, did she know whether or not any of those salad ingredients had ever been exposed to any type of pesticides? She said, well, we spray for roaches every now and then. I don't think none got on the legs. A few minutes later, she put the food in front of him. He looked at it. I didn't know it come with cheese on it. I can't eat that. I'm lactose intolerant. She said, honey, that's not lactose cheese. That's cheddar cheese. You see, I wouldn't make fun of these guys if they would leave the rest of us alone. But the ones I just described to you, they have the audacity to make fun of my food. They will point at my food and they'll go, do you know what that greasy food's going to do to you? I'm like, yeah, fill me up. I have to eat that way. I need to maintain my strength because I'm usually one of the pallbearers when my healthy friends drop dead working out. I love what they don't love. I love chicken fried steak, extra gravy, mashed potatoes, extra gravy. I was a grown man before I realized that gravy was not a beverage. Cornbread and a lot of butter. When I say butter, I eat real butter. You young folks, get yourself some real butter. Stay away from that phony stuff. You see it all the time. Heart healthy and smart balance and the popular one, I can't believe it's not butter. Well, hell, I can. They'll say, I can't believe it's not butter spray. Like, pss, pss. It's a butter mist. Pss, pss, pss. Trust me on this. If your daughter marries a guy who sprays his butter, there ain't gonna be no grandkids.
I never make fun of anyone for being overweight. That's part of my heritage. I just kind of poke fun of their mannerisms, the habits, the way they talk, you know. And we've all known these people. Maybe a cousin or an aunt, the ones that stand like 4'8", but top out at 385. And they'll go, I don't know why in the world my feet hurt like they do. And I'm thinking, I'll take a stab at it. But you know what? I had 2 of my aunts were real obese. I had 2 aunts. They lived to be way in the 80s. One lived to be 84, one lived to be 88, and they were extremely obese. Matter of fact, my dad, God rest his soul, would make jokes about Aunt Margaret. He'd say, if you find her in the hallway, it's just as easy to jump over and just go around. And real big people are always short-winded. And hell, I'm short-winded. I'm probably more short-winded than people like, well, damn. I can't pick on you folks. Y'all look healthy. Usually I like to find one skinny guy up front. Like last night in Huntsville, Alabama, there's a guy sitting about where you're sitting. He weighed 145. A damn grown man. And I said to him, are you sick? So, how much you weigh? Huh? 3. Damn, you look good though. What's your first name? Matthew? What kind of work you do? What? I run a machine shop. See, you got a real job. America needs you. You really. How much you weigh? 230. I'll be down. Really, I am so proud of y'all. What's your first name? Yeah? Bo? I'll be down. What kind of work you do, Bo? Huh? Railroad. Know the right guy? How much you weigh? 255? 265. All right. What kind of work you do? Railroad. Oh, y'all know each other? I'll be damned. Y'all must be related. Are you? Oh, okay. What kind of work you do? Huh? What did he say? Corvette. Bowling Green? Damn. I've got a Corvette in my garage. It's a 1994 hardtop convertible with less than 20,000 miles on it. Yeah. And the reason it don't have any mileage on it, hell, I can't get in it. But hell, I like looking at it. How about you weigh? 200? I'm so proud of you. Are you working or retired? Retired from what? What? The Army and what else? Farming. Oh, farming. Oh, I thought you said Army. Farming is more important. Well, I'm so proud of you folks. You look good. You're eating good.
Our parents worried about kids, and see, I've got a generation now who don't worry too much about kids because they're into the animal rights stuff. They're worrying about birds and bugs. This is the generation that set aside 2 million acres in the Pacific Northwest for the spotted owl. Are you happy about that? Well, brace yourself. 2 million acres for an owl. A bird. It's a bird. It's a damn bird. It's a bird. And they tell you so. Oh, they'll be on the Larry King show. Just on the verge of tears. Oh, Larry. There's just not very many of those owls left. And I'm like, so? When's the last time you walked into a pet shop and said, damn, you're out of owls? It's a bird. Here's what finally sent me over the top with these people. 3 years ago in California, Southern California, Los Angeles area, they stopped the construction of a new highway project. Now get this, $180 million was total cost, like a highway spur. This big area here is congested, the highway spur is going to relieve traffic this way. Got 1/3 completed, that's $60 million of our money they spent, tax dollars, and abandoned the project when they realized that this new highway was going directly into the nesting area of the endangered, long-tailed kangaroo rat. A rat. A damn rat. I don't care what they call it, picture it in your mind, it's a rodent. Every generation until this one, for 400 years, would see a rat go, there's a rat, kill it. These buffoons were jumping up and down going, stop the highway, there's a rat in the road. I mean, it's a damn rat. They tell us that this rat needs 2,000 acres. So it'll have room to mate. And you think I'm going to act like and just pretend that I'm some kind of pseudo-intellectual and like, oh yeah, let me tell you something. No. As a layman, a very simple-minded layman, here's what I know. When it comes to the human species, 2 full-size adults can mate in the back seat of a Honda Civic.
And see, I think something else too. Don't worry about these celebrities. I'm so tired of these celebrities trying to tell you and me what our priorities ought to be. Save the environment. All these young couples now, they got 5 trash cans in their kitchen. They're so proud of themselves because they recycle. We recycle. They don't know where Junior is, but they know where the beer bottles fell. This is for cans, this is for plastic, this is for paper. Their lives are out of control, but damn it, they're going to save the earth. They do about these celebrity hypocrites. Next time you hear Barbara Streisand and those people talking about saving the environment, let's think about these people. They're the ones that went into Aspen, Colorado with their plastic teeth and their silicone and the bulldozers. And they uprooted trees that had been there for thousands of years to build their little 10,000 square foot weekend hideaway. Aspen is so congested now, they're trying to destroy Telluride, Colorado. Well, after these celebrities got all that built for themselves, now they're lecturing me and you on how to put 5 trash cans in our tiny kitchen to save a damn bush. Barbara Streisand can kiss my eyes. You know, so. And let's not worry about that spotted owl. See, you can't say these things at work. You can't, I mean, some of these things are in your gut, you can't say. You may lose your job. That don't apply to me. I've already buried all the money I need. So I can tell you that I hope that damn owl dies. It's a bird, it don't do nothing. I'd like to be on the Oprah Winfrey show. Her said, Mr. Gregory, why did they invite you on the show today? I said, because I killed the spotted owl. Well, why did you do that? I said, because on my car.
It's a changing world we're living in. Now, oftentimes these days, we don't even know our neighbor. We certainly don't know the couple 2 miles down the highway. We've now got strange people living in our communities. Damn strange. Like vegetarians. Trust me, those buffoons are out there. And you can't spot them. Hell, they look just like me and you. And you have to rent to them. It's the law. Vegetarians can live anywhere they want to. Just like regular Americans. These are now your neighbors. So now when you have a death in the family, it's these health conscious people. And God bless them, they don't mean any harm, they just don't know any different. They're the ones that will show up at your front door in your time of grief with fruit. Well, hell, I'd just soon not lose a cousin. I just don't understand vegetarians. I could be driving down the highway and see a cow in a pasture. I'll get it. But I have never, not once in my life, and neither have any of you, not once, ever heard a vegetarian go, I smell squash.
I put on some weight recently. We had, back in the summer, we had a funeral in my family. And being Baptist, there was food there. You know, we respond to every tragedy in life with food. A covered dish. Oh, we'll knock on somebody's door and go, sorry to hear about your son-in-law. Here's some baked beans. We would come in for a minute, but you know Walmart closes at 9. And if I'm going to go to that funeral, I got to me something nice to wear. This is what I've told people over the years, is they would ridicule me about my fear of flying. And you've heard this logic, too. They'll always go, more people die in car wrecks than they do plane crashes. I go, so? That's the way I want to go. Car wreck. Where I'm from, it's kind of like a tradition. We don't have heart attacks in my family. We just cross the median. Usually on the weekend. Just out drinking. Sometimes it's because we wave back at somebody up on the porch. Like, Well, see, let me tell you something. At least if you die in a car wreck, they can always retrieve the body. And being Baptist, we need that. You give us something to embalm and some tater salad, we can have a funeral. This ashes in an urn ain't for us. Oh no, we're gonna throw dirt on somebody. Let me tell y'all something. If you hear a Baptist talk about cremating, that's not a full-blood Baptist. He probably married outside his faith. If a Baptist talks about burning something, it's going to be biscuits or leaves. It's not going to be Uncle Larry. Could you imagine us even talking like this? Somebody going, well, I hear your grandfather passed away. What kind of service y'all going to have? Well, here's what we thought we'd do. Since we cook out a lot anyhow. You all have a restaurant here at Poor Folks. A sign in front of Poor Folks Wednesday afternoon said, stop. Say howdy to our pork chops. Well, you know I turned around. Oh, this lady started talking about regular size, hungry size. I said, heck, lady, I ain't going to eat them. I'm going to talk to them, get them out of here. Signs are interesting. You ever drive through a neighborhood and you'll see a sign in somebody's front yard that says, for sale by owner. To me, that seems like a lot of wasted paint. Who else would be selling this man's house? I've never seen a sign that said, for sale by neighbor. Well, heck yeah, come on in. What's up, T? They're on vacation. They'll never know. Come on in. There's a lot of things that just don't make sense. It bothers me that you can buy ham at Kmart. See, you folks, all right, you can see the humor in that. You know, in Mississippi, they won't laugh at that. Not only will they not laugh, they get upset. Like, oh, yeah, that's good meat over there. You know. I mean, you think about it. If you're in Kmart and you look at somebody's shopping cart, they should have in there what we all get at Kmart. Motor oil, Pampers, gifts for people we hate. I can't imagine somebody heading toward checkout and the husband saying, honey, don't forget the meat. I mean, in any grocery store, baked ham is $5 a pound. Kmart, $1.89. What did this hog die of, huh? And listen, the larger Kmart stores, they've got the restaurant in the back, the Kmart Grill. Are you aware of the fact that some of the Kmarts now have a salad bar? Oh, don't that make your skin crawl? That's like Amoco announcing they have homemade biscuits. And as you hear these Democrats and Republicans debate both sides of everything, and your minister even, or your governor and mayor and all like this, trying to figure out how come the kids are out of control and they used to be that way and what can we do? Here's what happened. I'm going to act it out for you. Let's go back to a time when I was 13. Or you, even as young as you are. Say I was 13. And I get up in the morning, walking down in the kitchen area, my father, we were sitting at the breakfast table, my fat-ass father, in his boxer shorts. He'd be burping or belching. There'd be so much cigar smoke in there you couldn't see, like fog. There's so much cigar smoke. On my father's breakfast plate in front of him would be a small fried pig. Pork, damn it, pork, fried pork. That's what's wrong with this country now. We've got a whole generation of Americans who have never heard the expression, sop it up. So then you have that greasy breakfast, a lot of bread, white bread. You hear me? Damn white bread. Manly white bread. White bread. None of that modern day, all natural, multi-grain, dark brown, looks like a wad of dog bread. No. He had white bread and butter, real damn butter. His daddy ate butter, his granddaddy ate butter, and by God, he ate butter. None of this, I can't believe it's not butter. And guess what they got for some of you young guys now? You young guys, those of you who go over to Applebee's or TGIF Fridays and pay $7.95 for their stir fry. You know what stir fry is? Cauliflower, carrots, and broccoli. Same shit my daddy used to give to the hogs. They steam it in olive oil, charge you $8 damn. Not only are you a wuss, you a dumbass. Guess what they got for you guys now? Not only do they have, I can't believe it's not butter, they got, I can't believe it's not butter spray. Have you seen their commercial? They got butter spray now. Squirt. I'm going to tell y'all something. You can tell the world that I said so. If I ever see a young guy squirting butter, squirt, I'm going to ask him out on a date. I think he'll go. I think I'll enjoy it. Eat like a woman, act like a woman. And my daddy would be eating a jar of jelly, a whole jar of jelly. None of this modern day $7 a pint, all natural fruit spread. My daddy had sugary, teeth rotting damn jelly. 49 cents a gallon. But anyway, here's the point. When he would catch a glimpse of me out of the corner of his eye, coming out of the bedroom, my daddy would start talking to me without even looking up from the plate. He said, boy, don't you even look in the kitchen because you're not going to eat this morning. You should have got your butt out of bed when your mother started calling you an hour ago. Now, why don't you grab those school books and get out by the highway and wait on the bus? Because if you miss school one more time, you ain't going to live to be 13. I believed him. My eyes went to school, unarmed. Now we'll fast forward. Here's how the scene is played every morning in America now. Young kid gets up, walks into the kitchen. There stands his dad, a modern dad, sensitive male. His dad is standing there in his ponytail and earring. Not only is there no boxer shorts, there's not even any Fruit of the Looms anymore. The young guys now, they wear not much more than a thong. It's like a little thong. It's little panties, little satin panties. Just like, oh, different colors, you know, green, gold, yellow. There's no opening. There's no opening. That's what's really wrong with America. The whole country now squats to pee. Our parents worried about kids, and see, I've got a generation now who don't worry too much about kids because they're into the animal rights stuff. They're worrying about birds and bugs. This is the generation that set aside 2 million acres in the Pacific Northwest for the spotted owl. Are you happy about that? Well, brace yourself. 2 million acres for an owl. A bird. It's a bird. It's a damn bird. It's a bird. And they tell you so, oh, they'll be on the Larry King show. I'm just on the verge of tears. Oh, Larry. There's just not very many of those owls left. And I'm like, so? When was the last time you walked into a pet shop and said, damn, you're out of owls? It's a bird. Here's what finally sent me over the top with these people. 3 years ago in California, Southern California, Los Angeles area, they stopped the construction of a new highway project. Now get this, $180 million was total cost, like a highway spur. This big area here is congested, the highway spur is going to relieve traffic this way. Got 1/3 completed, that's $60 million of our money they spent, tax dollars, and abandoned the project when they realized that this new highway was going directly into the nesting area of the endangered, long-tailed kangaroo rat. A rat. A damn rat. I don't care what they call it, picture it in your mind, it's a rodent. Every generation until this one for 400 years would see a rat go, there's a rat, kill it. These buffoons were jumping up and down going, stop the highway, there's a rat in the road. It's a damn rat. They tell us that this rat needs 2,000 acres. So it'll have room to mate.
And you think I'm going to act like and just pretend that I'm some kind of pseudo-intellectual and like, oh yeah, let me tell you something. No. As a layman, a very simple-minded layman, here's what I know. When it comes to the human species, 2 full-size adults can mate in the back seat of a Honda Civic.
And I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard rumors that Kmart now has a brain surgeon on their payroll. I mean, it's kind of obvious those cashiers got their lobotomy somewhere. You ever heard somebody say this? I think I'll make a quick stop here at Kmart. Not likely, no. Takes you 30 seconds to find what you want and the rest of your life to get through checkout. Now let me illustrate this for you very quickly. It's Saturday morning, you're off work, you're cleaning the apartment. You need 1 can of Comet for the bathroom, that's all you need. You run over to Kmart, you know you won't be in there long, so you park where it says no parking. You leave the motor running. You dummy. But sure enough, once you get in the store, it only takes you about 30 seconds to find what you want. You got your hand on this can of Comet. And you're so happy. You're almost bubbly. Store's not crowded. Matter of fact, you're the only one there. Now you get up there to pay for it. It's just you, 1 can of Comet, and the Kmart cashier. And you know what she's like. Sir, these are 2 for $1. And you just got 1. Well, of course she's stumped. What a math problem. Customer assistance, register 1. Now, I've been all over the country, and I know that there's more good people out there than bad. I know there is, because I've been all over the place. Just we think everything's out of control because we don't want to take responsibility no more. Like this classroom violence. Now, you figure this out. This is going to make you feel good, because I don't think there's no problem to that at all. The first schoolhouse was built in 1621, a year after the Pilgrims landed. Now, let's think about this. For the next 370 years, think about that. 370 consecutive years, there was no such thing as a small child taking a weapon into the classroom. It's a brand new thing in society. You know why? If I was 12 years old, or you, if I was 12 years old and had a handgun, you know what my daddy would have done with it? Shoved it up my and then he'd have dared me to But my daddy was a man. He had a backbone like a steel rod. And he was in charge. You know what ruined us? This gender equity sensitivity BS. You know, you can't spank your kid, that's abuse. We'll have a family meeting. Let's have a family meeting. Yank, yank. You know. Nobody likes to hear me say this because it's so true. I'm the only person that can tell you the exact day classroom violence will end. The day the teacher shoots back. All we need to do is open fire on these rugrats just one time. And from that day forward, every parent in America will suddenly have time to search the kid's bedroom. They'll search his dresser drawer. And before he leaves for school, they'll search him. And they'll say, you better not have no damn gun. That teacher will kill your eye. You know, see? You know what happens now when a teenager kills 4 people? We say, bless his heart. You know why he did that? No role model. He should have had a role model. And who does the media of today define as role models? River Phoenix, remember him? River Phoenix, Kurt Cobain. Remember him? Call them role models. The tragedy that kids lost a role model. God help us. John Wayne was a role model. And John Wayne's mama didn't eat no yogurt. She ate red-eye gravy. And when she had a baby, I'll pop John Wayne. And then we switched. We got scared of a loaded baked potato with butter and sour cream. We all switched to rice pilaf. Started going into a restaurant and ordering a salad and a fruit cup. And who have we ended up with now? Michael Jackson and Pee Wee Herman. I say case closed. By the way, speaking of Michael Jackson, of course, when I first heard he was married to Lisa Marie, I said, at least we know for sure now that Elvis is dead. It's only been about 18 months ago that Michael paid off that 13-year-old boy out of court settlement, $12 million, on the sexual allegation charge. Now, Michael admits that he slept with that little boy, but he said it was like a slumber party. Nothing happened. I believe him on that. Well, I know the night that I spent with him. I swear he never touched me. He didn't even act like he wanted to. I mean, hell, go figure, you know. But I can tell you this. If Michael would give me $12 million, he could sit on my face. And I'd learn to love it. Michael, I'm home.
But here's what happens with the Baptist. More likely than not, we'll spend more time talking about the food and who brought which dish than we do talking about the poor fellow who passed away. Now, we've all been there, and you know what happens. Somebody dies, and everybody starts showing up. Some of them we haven't seen in weeks, months, or years. The reason they're there now is because someone has died. But once they get there, all the conversation goes like this. I'm going to try to illustrate this if I don't fall down. If I fall, you catch me. There's two groups of gossip, okay? All the men folk, the guys, they're sitting out here in the backyard just talking. Now remember, the only reason they're here is because someone has died. But here's their conversation. Have any of y'all heard her say, what she's going to do with his pickup. That truck just got 13,000 miles on it. I wouldn't mind having that truck. Well, she can't drive it. It's a stick shift. I'm going to ask her about that truck. Of course, I ain't going to say nothing right now. But maybe tomorrow, when we get back from the cemetery, and I hope like hell that preacher don't talk all damn day. I'd like to get home before dark. But I'm going to ask her about that truck. I can get a cosigner. My niece, she'll cosign. My nephew can't cosign for nobody right now until he gets that crock pot out of the way. But the real conversation, folk, is among the women folk. They're sitting here in the house, around the kitchen table, the dining room, where all the food is. Here's their conversation. Well, I see Elizabeth brought that macaroni salad. I knew she'd do this. I guarantee you one damn thing. If it had been somebody on her side of the family, she'd have brought some kind of meat. Well, let me tell you what I'm talking about. When her sister's husband died, he's the one who got killed using a chainsaw. He'd always wanted a chainsaw, and it was his birthday. So we all pitched in, you know, and 200 of us. $3 a piece. And we told her, we said, now you're not going to get no Christmas. But anyway, he was outside there cutting down fence posts. He didn't have no trees. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even his fence. So the neighbor shot him. Anyway, when he died, that being her side of the family, she baked a ham. Well, she says she baked it. She didn't bake that ham. It had pineapple rings and cherries stuck on it. I said, that's a Piggly Wiggly ham right there. But I didn't want to start nothing. Now let me show you all the difference. When my cousin died, now we're talking about my side of the family. He's the one who drilled himself to death. Okay. What happened was he had this high-powered Black-and-Decker drill, and he was going to put the screw back in his cowboy belt buckle. I know. I told him, I said, I think I'd take that belt off first. He said, don't tell me how to use my drill. I said, okie dokie. He about halfway through and sneezes. And his own blood thinner. He bled to death while his wife was in the next room watching Price is Right. She didn't hear a damn thing. Anyway, when he died, that being my side of the family, guess what she showed up with? 11 deviled eggs. Now, who in the hell would make an odd number of deviled eggs? We think she ate one on the way over here.
This little survey I've been taking off and on now, I'm in my 5th year. I want you to simply raise your hand if you were born, raised, and spent most of your life in the state of Idaho. See? I've asked that question all over America and Miami. If you think about it, you've never gone to school with, worked with, lived near, or bumped into anyone from Idaho. So I figured, heck, maybe ain't nobody out there. If any place needs tourists, it's Idaho. So what do? They spend $20 million promoting themselves as the potato state. Lord knows, that'd sure as heck make us all want to rush right on out there. Yeah. Where are you going on vacation this year? Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, I think I'll take the wife and kids out to Idaho. Let them look at some taters. The kids, they got that new Polaroid. We'll get there and take some pictures of some home fries, crinkle cuts. Just make a summer out of it, you know. Oh, my. Some evenings when you're on your way home from work, stop at a funeral home. Go in there and tell them you want 8 gallons of embalming fluid to go. You won't get it, but you know that guy won't sleep for days. He'll be like, oh, I think one reason I feel pretty good, I just had a vacation. Most people take them in the summertime. Let's say you're on vacation. You get up early one morning, get outside your motel. You go out by the pool. You stretch out on a lounge chair. All you want to do is soak up some early morning sun. And you look over there on the fence, and you'll always see a sign there that says, "No pets allowed." You know what that means? Sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, "Honey, let's put the pony in the pool." Well, heck, he's been cooped up in that motel room ever since we got him. Just laying there, eating Cheetos. And watching HBO. Oh, he loves HBO. Saw The Godfather this morning. It scared him to death. Go get him. Let him splash around. This right here, this right here is what got me really afraid to fly. If you go to the Bahamas, any of those islands in that area, they have these little commuter planes. Not like Delta's commuters. These things actually look like crop dusters. One propeller, they hold about 8 people, 10 at the most, and they have to know the weight of everything that goes on board the aircraft. And I had never been through that before. And the guy came up to me with a clipboard in his hand. He said, "Sir, how much do you weigh?" I said, "Why do you need to know?" He said, "So we'll know how much fuel to put in." I said, "Fill it up." I'll buy, fill it up. I weigh 600 damn pounds, fill it up. Wouldn't you hate to die in a plane crash because some fat woman lied about a weight? And hell, you know, they'll do it too. Like, well, I'd rather be dead and tell them how much I weigh, you know.